What's up? And welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. I I wasn't paying attention. I looked down. I was like, oh shoot, it's past 11:30. So pull my stuff up here. Come on in and say hi. All that jazz. Get my notes pulled up here. What's up, Olympian? Been trying to I don't know, it's 11:30. I was feeling I keep thinking I don't have enough time in the day, and it's 11:30. I still haven't eaten, but I got my notes knocked out. Did a couple things with the son. Trying to continue to do more and more, and still have plays out for the Discord and everything like that. So uh just working on that. Working on trying to get some stuff. I was thinking about trying to do some like reaction videos to like some sports stuff on my social media, and I was trying to see if that's something I wanted to get into. Was thinking about like a gambling 101 type school video thing. Like I'm just learning, So appreciate you guys hopping in here though. We'll get going. Um Reminder, I'm still doing that like show thing tonight at 9 o'clock. It's gonna be on somebody else's YouTube, but I'll try to find, get a link for it once I'm like in there. I know what's going on, and I can send that out on my Twitter. That way you guys can come in, and when it's my turn to talk, I'll y'all can hype me up or something, because I don't know, like I don't get I don't get nervous doing this. I'll just kind of like, hop in and go, but I feel like I'm going to be a little nervous tonight when it's like the show's called Shoot Your Shot, so it's like I don't know if they're like judging me or whatever. So but like I got to give a play out at 9 p.m. and I don't bet overnight. So I think I'm going to give a play out for the Super Bowl. I'm thinking Pacheco rush yards is what I was going to do, as like a kind of like a safe play, and maybe mention like, well, I don't know, everyone's going to be on Kelsey cuz he's over in 12 of his last 12 playoff, just to kind of give a little stat to make it seem like I know my stuff, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Illinois scared me too. In the last 3 minutes they blew a 10-point lead, didn't score a point until the last like second of the game on that free throw or something. It was ridiculous. I swear like my tweets don't like do anything for this show. It's frustrating. I don't understand it. That's why I'm thinking about doing some reaction videos on YouTube Shorts to try to get more subscribers. That way I can get more people in here. But all right, if you're in here, go ahead and drop that Cash App though. Like I said, look, while the show's in infant stage or whatever, still here, a lot good chance if only 2 or 3 people's dropping their Cash App in here, we sweep. You got a 30, 40, 50% chance to win $50. I play it as a parlay. I already gave it out in the Discord if you're in the Discord. Just a way to share it. People have been complaining that they have to listen to a podcast to get the plays, which, hey, sorry for having to support me, I guess. Kind of frustrating, but what are you going to do? But we'll get started here. Let me get recording, get into my fake podcast voice here. What's up and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab, your number one gambling podcast for quick picks, also live on YouTube. Today's show brought to you by, I'm going to change it up. Normally I say Beer Money Picks, and I talk about the Lunchtime code, all caps, get it for $1 a day. Trying to get people downloading this app for Pony Up. Zach texted me again. That's the guy that created it, and, we're trying and not succeeding very well. Free iOS app. So if you're listening and watching on YouTube or listening on the Spotify, Apple, wherever you're at, I have a link in there somewhere to the iOS, download there. Just like FanDuel, DraftKings, anything like that, you're wagering some money, but it's free fake coins like you're at Dave & Buster's, and then you have a prizes, gift cards and golf balls or video games or whatever. You can win some real prizes with this. So it's a pretty cool thing. Please do me a favor and download it. Check it out. Let me know what you're thinking, or if you have any ideas to promote it. I guess I had struggling to get it going. Today's Monday, 2/5. Before we get into today's plays, we'll take a look back and see what we did yesterday. And 1 day, we had another void. That's almost, 2 of the last 3 days we've had a void. KD assists, that was one of the only bets I missed yesterday in the Discord, in particular. But, he only had 3. That blowout, we knew there was going to be probably a blowout chance. I did have a blowout 2-leg parlay that hit, so I kind of was able to get on top of the blowouts, which that was kind of nice. Yesterday was actually a great day. 3 units in the Discord. I loved it. Jaylen Brown, though, he was the one that was voided, and then our boy John Collins cashed, third quarter cash, I think it was, over 14.5 points. We got that one in, so we went 1-1, pretty much down just the juice there. Before we get into today's plays, though, do me a favor, if you're not already subscribed or if you haven't liked this video yet, please do me a favor and do that so we can try to get it, get some more eyes on the video and this hard work and everything that goes into it. And, everything like that. So, first play. Now, I'm going to be doing a collab with the guy here in the Discord, Twitter possibly too, and I think I found a play that I may save for that in the Cavs game. There's a lot of minus 150 legs out there. DraftKings does have a 50% boost today, so that would certainly help combat some of those. But the first play here, I replaced for that one that I liked, but it was pretty juiced, and I was going to put the Cavs money line with it to kind of offset it, because the Cavs have won 8 straight games. But it's going to be Donovan Mitchell first quarter points over 6.5. I did my first ever first quarter bet yesterday in the Discord. It was Wendell Carter under 2.5 rebounds. He was 0-10 to this, the over. So he was 10-0 to the under. Hit very easily. He only had 1 rebound. So we're gonna go with this again, and this is one of the plays that these are tricky. He could start out shooting slow. He could get 2 quick fouls, and they could bench him for the first quarter. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, but that's how props work. He's over this in 5 straight games at home and over 9 of his last 10. He's also over this in 63% total home games this year. So we have a pretty good, thing going for us, Kicks, I see you subscribed, man. I didn't see that. I appreciate it. The last 5 games, he's had 9, 10, 14, 10, and 12 points in the first quarter. So, the guy's flying over. 6.5, certainly would like to see a 5.5. That's just 2 threes. But, he gets to the line there, too. A lot of and one opportunities as well. He's the type of guy that picks up some fouls. So, we need we need 3 shots, realistically, at a minimum to cash this one. He's been starting out super hot, and he faces his Kings team tonight that doesn't play a whole lot of defense, and they play fast. That's just a perfect opportunity for points. That Kings and Pacers game the other day flew, tons and tons of points. Probably a pretty good lotto game that I maybe missed out on, but they don't play a lot of defense, and that should be plenty of possessions for him to get down there and score. If it's somebody else scoring, whatever. The Kings also give up the 8th most points to shooting guards on the league, and Jarrett Allen is listed as questionable. So if Jarrett Allen is going to be out today, that is just one other person, or that's one less shooter, I guess. Mobley probably get to start, and then they put somebody in the power forward probably position. But if Allen is out, then Mitchell may need to pick up that slack. So I like it a lot. First play is going to be Donovan Mitchell, first quarter points over 6.5. Second play, we're going to go with the bigs. Generally have a center in here at all times. Anthony Davis, we'll go with him again. Last time we were on him, he was one of the guys that got voided because they ended up not playing. Big guys against Charlotte. That's the handicap, and a lot of times it's it's the revert, or it's the other side, and it's against the Wizards or whatever. But they're giving up the most points to centers in the league. He had 26 in just 26 minutes against the Hornets earlier this year. They really don't have anyone that's going to be able to defend the rim, and they are top 10 in free throws allowed. The last 15 games, they're giving up the 5th most points in the paint, on top of them being weak in the paint. And if he's, they foul. The Hornets foul a ton. Like, I don't actually, I haven't paid a lot of attention, but Ball's been out, but like he's a dude that's in foul trouble all the time. They're always in foul trouble, it seems. If AD is going to be getting to the line often, he's going to be scoring, scoring at the rim, obviously. I mean, he's not shooting threes or anything like that. If he's getting fouled and he's getting to the line and he's making those shots, I think we're going to fly over at the 26.5 line here. And then lastly, we're going to go with Steph Curry over 4.5 threes. I don't have a whole lot of a write-up here, and today is kind of certainly going to be a little shorter. I talked about before we started recording, just trying to find that happy medium of, waking up at 7 o'clock and starting to do stuff with the kids and getting breakfast and this and that. And, being able to find the place for this, and also wanting to, do some other adventures on YouTube. And then I cut this for a recap, and then I got to make a graphic for Instagram. And, there's a lot of stuff on top of trying to teach my son like colors and numbers and everything like that. But I did good. Today's shorter. We'll keep it short. We'll be done by noon, and back to being teacher. But Curry had a dry spell recently. He had a couple. I don't even know what the streak was, but it was a heck of a streak where he had at least a 3 for a while, and then he hit 0. And then he had a good game, and I think he had a 0 again. And then he's kind of really back to it. He's back to hitting this number in 5 of his last 6 games, including last night. He put up 10. He made 10 threes the other day, 2 nights ago, but he shot the ball 23 times. And it's funny, like, people talk about it a lot, how like Curry ruined the game of basketball, and like all the kids nowadays are just shooting threes and everything like that. I mean, I don't watch high school basketball or anything, in a sense of that. I don't know if that's really how it is, but his volume's been insane. And I think if that continues tonight, I just don't see how this doesn't fly over against the Nets, who the Nets allow the most 3-point made in the league to point guards. So he's got a matchup where, the Nets are letting point guards, score from 3 easily, often. And this is a guy that's putting up like 20 shots a night. He made, he made 10 recently. Do I have it? I have it pulled up actually right in front of me here. So we put up 10 against the Hawks 2 nights ago, 4 against Memphis, 8 against the Suns, 9 against the Lakers, 6 against Sacramento, 5 against the Hawks again. And today, then we have, like I said, a matchup where he's going against a team that is essentially the worst in defending, the 3-point line, or give it up the most, whatever. I don't know if they give up the most attempts too. I would think so, or, they just give up the most in terms of like converting those made shots. But I like it. We're right at Steph over 4.5. To recap then, on Lunchtime in the Lab for February 5th, we're going to go with Donovan Mitchell over 6.5 first quarter points. Trying something a little different here. Anthony Davis over 26.5 points. And then we'll wrap it up with Steph Curry over 4.5 threes. As always, I am your host, Lunchtime in the Lab, brought to you every single day. Be sure to follow me on all social medias at LiveJoeBets. And I'll go ahead and wrap it up here on the audio version of the podcast here, and see what's going on YouTube. And if anybody's got any questions or anything like that, I appreciate you guys. We're certainly looking to go for that 3-0. And I will see you guys back tomorrow. Okay. That's done. Yeah, I feel like I do a lot, and I could do more if I wasn't trying to also just not have my son sit in front of a TV for 8 hours a day. I got to edit this. I got to get the podcast up. And then normally I take one of these plays and have it like a free play on Instagram. So I need to have like a little graphic for that. And then I was trying to do like a TikTok play. And then it's like one of those becomes like the TikTok play. So you don't I don't have to do extra work. I just take these 3 plays and like spread them out throughout social media or whatever. So my wife says, "You're always on your phone." And it's like, yeah, that's where I do a lot of my stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate the interaction. Man, just four, maybe three peoples with the cash out. That's a 33% chance. But I hope we sweep. I hope I get to pick one of you guys, and then that continues to help me grow. Hey, like I said, I parlay the plays just so when it hits, I'm feeding that win or whatever. So I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for listening. If you're watching this on a recorded version, please subscribe, please like, please comment. Love the comments. I've been trying to respond to every single one of them. I don't get as much obviously interaction as I do on Twitter. I do miss some of that stuff on Twitter, as I've got 20,000 some odd followers on there. It's hard to kind of stay on top of all of that. But I'm gonna get out of here, continue to do my thing, continue to try to be a better dad and doing everything like that, and raising this kid to not just sit in front of a TV. And I'll maybe be back. I'm trying to get into reaction videos. So I got an idea, and I'm gonna try to put pen to paper today and get that out, and we'll see what it goes, and see if I don't get some get some more subscribers, get some more in here and everything like that. So appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna stop talking.